Bill O'Reilly, who I think, as we've pointed out on this show, he makes a living off of lying at best, doing bizarre riffs on race and reactionary talking points and tabloid junk at worst. And I've thought from the beginning of this latest round of revelations about his lying about his situation he was in Argentina, saying he was in a war zone, really he was covering a protest. We went back to Al Franken exposing his lies about winning Pulitzers versus Polks. And really, honestly, if you spend time every day checking sites like Media Matters, Bill O'Reilly's going to lie about a stat. He's going to mislead you on a comment by a public official like President Obama. Bill O'Reilly, this is what he does for a living, and he does it on Fox, which is almost like, has a fiduciary responsibility to its shareholders to lie day in and day out and second out every single day of the week. So why would he get in trouble for this deluge of lies? And it's looking, though, like it might shift because some of his lies are so unbelievable and so easily debunked that it looks like they're starting to really catch him. And so Bill O'Reilly, who, of course, wrote a book about the assassination of JFK, and he said that he was literally at the door of a guy named George de Marnschliet. And I know I'm totally messing that up, but I really...
It's not an easy name to say.
Even after listening to it pronounced several times, I still can't get it. I apologize. That's a limit of me as a broadcaster, folks. But at any rate, this was a guy who had supposedly an inside track of information about Lee Harvey Oswald and the assassination of JFK. O'Reilly was tracking him down, and O'Reilly has claimed, because this guy committed suicide, O'Reilly has claimed that he was right outside of the door when this guy shot himself, which is a pretty amazing event. And when you start putting all of these things together, Bill O'Reilly just happened to go into El Salvador and see nuns murdered, which did happen in El Salvador. But it wasn't like you just got off of the plane there and that was the first thing you saw. He happened to be in a war zone in Argentina, even though really a protest, but a protest where he was fired on. That's also under question too. Then he got himself, apparently, according to him, under severe physical danger in the LA riots, even though, of course, it turned out that he was just being a dick and somebody smashed his camera because he was being a dick, having a lot less to do with the riots and more just a natural human response to Bill O'Reilly. But now it turns out, according to an unearthed tape recording that Bill O'Reilly had as a reporter in the late 1970s with a private investigator in Florida, that not only was O'Reilly not outside of the door when this guy committed suicide, he wasn't in the state. And this tape recording that Brian Stelter on CNN has dug up is going to show you why. This is Bill O'Reilly talking to a private investigator in Florida about the suicide of George de Marnschliet. Let's listen to the sound.
Hi, Gaten, Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Look, something definitely did happen.
Yeah, I got it.
What is it?
He committed suicide up here in where I was trying to locate him.
Okay, where is that?
It's a place called Manalapan, Manalapan, Palm Beach County.
Okay, so he committed suicide, he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, what time?
Late this afternoon, I don't know.
Okay, gun?
I think he said he shot himself.
Okay. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Isn't that something? Jesus.
Now, we got to get this guy Epstein. I'm coming down there tomorrow. I'm coming to Florida. We got to get this guy. He knows what happened.
Well, I'm going to be up there probably trying to secure the papers.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'm going to get in there tomorrow. I'm going to get a car. Is there a number? Will you leave a number at your house where I can reach you?
The only way, call the magazine.
Okay. Now, okay, I'm going to try to get a night flight out of here if I can, but I might have to go tomorrow morning. Let me see.
Now, it is possible that Bill O'Reilly, in addition to being the impresario of the no spin zone, is also a shapeshifter. And that he was in two places at once, and in a parallel world dimension, Bill O'Reilly was outside of the door where that suicide took place. But in this world, in this parallel reality, when he was talking to Gatan Fonzie, the private investigator, it seemed like he was getting on a plane to rush back to Florida to see what had happened. So, anyways, Bill O'Reilly.
I heard the gunshot. What did he kill himself with? Oh, you heard a gun. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Gunshot that rang out to New York. I like even in like Bill
I think he was in
O'Reilly's
Dallas
like
at the time.
conversation. Oh, he was in Dallas at the time. I love how even in that conversation, Bill O'Reilly's like in that no spin. He's just like, all right, what happened? Gunshot. Oh, Jesus. All right. It's just like always Bill. So he might actually pay some prices.
Yeah, this one's bad.
Yeah, this one's pretty bad.
This ain't pretending you've seen a bunch of pictures of nuns getting shot up when you actually were telling people, oh, yeah, I saw it happen.
Exactly.
This one you can't spin so much, Bill.
You cannot spin this one so much, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, he still is doing what he gets paid to do for a living. But maybe he's crossed just a few too many lines.